Week 3 was a great week for Mesquite football. 4 of our teams won, several players had great individual performances, and Horn can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Welcome to the pregame show. I'm Ted Madden. North Mesquite remains the only unbeaten team in MISD, and Juwan Clark was at it again. The senior running back had another 300-yard night, 291 on the ground, another 31 through the air, and 3 total touchdowns. In the Stallions' first game of the season, Clark had 291 total yards. Daniel Dunn had a big game too. His punt return for a touchdown closed out the first half and gave his team the lead. Then in the third quarter, Dunn picked off a pass and returned it 27 yards for another touchdown. The Stallions are 2-0 after beating Fort Worth Paschal 38-21. They have a tough game Friday night at Memorial. Haltom is 3-0 and scoring 60 points per game. Juwan Clark is averaging 288 rushing yards per game and 11 yards per carry. West Mesquite was impressive in its first win of the season. Ty Jordan had a big night with 250 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. His longest was a 51-yarder in the fourth quarter after Keller Timber Creek had tied the game. A few minutes later, Neil Johnson threw his second touchdown pass to Dylan Wright. Wright finished the night with 5 catches for 102 yards as the Wranglers won this game 54-42. Next up for West is one of the best 5A teams in the state, Denton Ryan, Thursday at Memorial Stadium. The Raiders have already come to Mesquite once this season, beating Poteet 28-14 in Week 1. Speaking of the Pirates, that's their only loss of the season. They're 2-1 going into Friday's game at Tyler Lee after beating 6A Mansfield Summit 24-21. Poteet trailed 14-0 early, but Cam Lampkin scored 2 touchdowns, and Dalton Dale's 12-yard TD run in the fourth quarter proved to be the difference.
You know, it was a really good character win for us. It's probably out of, my 7 years at Poteet is probably our best non-district win.
Do you approach the final non-district game any differently than the other ones?
We don't necessarily approach it differently. This is an opportunity for us going in, just like we did last week. Last week, we decided to throw the ball 18 times. It's just something we wanted to work on. So we're going to go play Tyler Lee, and this is the time to kind of work on that. This is the time to kind of maybe toy with a new formation or toy with a different kickoff formation or a different punt formation or a different play or a different way of blocking something. I think if you don't do it in non-district, district is not the time to experiment.
Mesquite has a Thursday game against LD Bell at Hanby Stadium. In the team's 44-20 win over Plano West, Skeeters quarterback Dylan McGill completed 5 passes, and all of them went for touchdowns. Devin Davis had 141 receiving yards and 2 of those scores. Mesquite Horn is just about through the gauntlet. The Jaguars have played the toughest schedule in the state of Texas, losing to Allen, Highland Park, and last week to Cedar Hill. The Jaguars scored 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, including a 61-yard run from Esaias Taylor, but lost their 3rd straight game 42-25. Up next for the Jags is Arlington, just a notch below the 3 teams they've already played. The Colts are 2-0 after winning 11 games last year. That game has been rescheduled to try to avoid bad weather expected for Friday. It's now a Thursday game, 7 o'clock at Cravens Field in Arlington. That's it for the pregame show. Thank you for supporting Mesquite ISD Athletics, and enjoy your game.